Hello children, Chapter 12. What if it finishes? Hey children, it is noisy na? Where does the sound come from? Yes, it is the horn sound. Honk 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 honk. It is actually a busy road. You can see many types of vehicles: the ambulance, car, truck, auto rickshaw, bicycle, scooter, and bus. You can also see two men wearing white clothes. They are the traffic policemen. Have you seen them on roads? Yes, they control the traffic and save the people from accidents. Children, now let us have a look at different types of vehicles. Vehicles having two wheels are called two-wheelers. Examples include bullock cart, bicycle, bike, and scooter. And vehicles having three wheels are called three-wheeler. Example, auto rickshaw. There are vehicles which have more than three wheels. For example, car, tractor, truck, ambulance, and van have four wheels, whereas bus and crane have six wheels. Some buses and cranes have more than six wheels.
Children, let us have a look at different modes of transport. There are three modes of transport: land transport, water transport, and air transport.
To land transport. Motorized vehicles are vehicles which have motor in them. Examples include car, truck, bus, scooter, etc. And non-motorized vehicles are those which do not have motor set in it. Examples include cart, bicycle, saddle horse, etc. And trains also comes under land transport. Like cars, buses, and bicycle, etc., train does not run on roads. They have special roads called railways on which they run. Second mode, water transport. Have you ever been to a boat house? Yeah, that comes under water transport. It also includes boat, yacht, ship, cargo ship, submarine, and pirate ship. Nowadays, road transport is primarily in use. But do you know, in the earlier days, water transport was the only mode to travel from one land to another. Third mode of transport, air transport. To travel by air is very much expensive. Air transport includes airplane, helicopter. Roads have been classified into 5 different types: expressways, national highways, state highways, major district roads, rural and other roads are the different types of roads. Let us have a look at expressways. These roads are used to connect the metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai. They have the highest design speed. They should have at least 4 lanes. The second type of road, national highways. They connect national capital to all state capitals, major cities, towns, and border areas. We have already learned that expressways should have at least 4 traffic lanes, but national highways should at least have 2 traffic lanes. The construction and maintenance of these roads is usually carried out by the central government. Coming to state highways. These are main roads running within the states. These are generally one lane, but 2 lanes are always preferred. The construction and maintenance of these roads are usually carried by the state government. whereas the construction and maintenance of national highways are carried by the central government, as we have learned already. Fourth type of road, district roads. These roads connect all the districts, all production areas and markets with state highway or national highway or railways. They have single metal lane of traffic. Last type of road, village roads. You could come across these kinds of roads in rural areas. Village roads connect villages with each other and also towns nearby. These are generally established earth roads, but metal surface is preferred. The construction and maintenance is carried out by local district boards.
Children, what are you doing here?
We came here to clarify some of our doubts, uncle.
Doubts? Tell me. I will clear your doubts. Uncle, from where do we get petrol and diesel? From deep down under the ground.
Under the ground? But how does it get made there?
I will explain you.
Petroleum is formed from the remains of tiny plants and animals that lived hundreds of millions of years ago. When these living things died, they sank into mud. As layers of mud and rock piled up, they pushed down on the lower layers. Eventually, this pressure and Earth's heat changed the plants and animals into petroleum. Workers drilled down to collect the oil from reservoir rock traps. After workers pump the crude oil, raw petroleum from the ground goes to large factories called refineries. There, the crude petroleum is refined or cleaned to make it ready for use. People use refined petroleum to make many different products. Some parts of the oil go into fuels as gasoline or petrol, diesel fuel, and jet fuel. Other parts are used to make waxes, grease, plastic, paints, fertilizers, explosives, artificial fibers, and do you know, certain drugs also come from refined petroleum.
What a long process it is. We understood it well.
Was it clear, children?
Yes, uncle. It is very clear now. Uncle, which states of India have oil fields?
Let me explain now. In India, Andhra Pradesh, Mizoram, Orissa, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Assam, and Maharashtra states have oil fields.
Okay, uncle. Is petrol going to finish? The poster said that petrol is not going to last forever. Uncle, please explain me.
It doesn't get made as fast as we take it out. It takes lakhs of years for it to be formed under the earth.
Thank you, uncle. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, children.
Abraham and Divya, what are you both doing in this polluted area?
We went to petrol bank to clarify our doubts, auntie.
Oh, good job. We have some other doubts too. Can you clear it?
Yeah, sure, but not here. This place is polluted. Let us go to the park.
Auntie, can you explain what is fuel?
Substances that produce heat and light energy on burning are called fuels. Some commonly used fuels are wood, coal, cow dung cakes, kerosene, LPG, petrol, and diesel. We use fuels for cooking, heating in automobiles, and for the generation of electricity. Based on their physical state, fuels can be classified as solid fuels, liquid fuels, and gaseous fuels. Examples for solid fuels include wood, coal, charcoal, etc. For liquid fuels, kerosene, petrol, diesel, etc. And for gaseous fuels, we have CNG, that is compressed natural gas, LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, biogas, hydrogen, etc. Let us have a look at this bar diagram which depicts the use of fuels. In the year 1976, use of wood and cow dung was significant. As years passed by, the use of coal as a fuel had been decreased, and innovations in this field led to the use of electricity as a fuel. Now, as of 2020, petrol and diesel are mainly used as fuel for vehicles. LPG has now replaced wood as a cooking fuel. Is it clear, kids?
Yes, Auntie. What all can vehicles run on?
I have already told you that fuels play an important role in automobile industry. Vehicles can run on diesel, petrol, coal, CNG, electricity, etc. And kids, now can you guess the vehicles that run without petrol and diesel?
I know, Auntie. Bicycle, rickshaw, bullet cars run without petrol and diesel. Is it correct, Auntie?
Yes, very good, Abraham.
Do all vehicles run on the same type of fuel?
No, Abraham, not all vehicles run on the same type of fuel. Petrol is used for running cars, buses, some lorries. And do you know, trucks, tractors, cars, and some buses also run on diesel. Train runs on coal and electricity, whereas aeroplane runs on jet fuel, paraffin.
You explained very well, Auntie. I have seen my father going to petrol bunk. So, do bikes run on petrol?
Yes, Divya.
To know if increase in vehicles have any adverse effect on us? Please explain, Auntie.
If the number of vehicles keep on increasing, we would not get space to move on the road. There would be more traffic jam on the road and everyone would run late for work. There would be more smoke coming out of the vehicles. Smoke from vehicles is generally caused by unburnt or partly burnt fuel. Black smoke is generally caused by incompletely burned diesel fuel. White and other colored smoke is caused by burning engine or unburned fuel vapor. Blue smoke is caused by a serious engine fault. Air gets polluted due to increased number of vehicles. Therefore, people face many problems like headache, dizziness, irritation, lung problems, etc. Children, not only animals are affected, but this is also dangerous to plants. Increase in the number of vehicles also causes noise pollution. Burning fuel made from petroleum releases harmful gases into the air. These gases can mix with moisture to create acid rain, a dangerous form of pollution. Burning petroleum also helps to trap extra heat in Earth's atmosphere. Many scientists explain that this extra heat has led to a steady rise in the average temperature of Earth's surface. They call this global warming.
Children, let's see some of the steps to control air pollution. Firstly, we should use public transport. For short distance, use a bicycle or go by a walk. Next one is switch off the fan, lights, and other appliances when not in use. Next, always remember 3 R's. What are the 3 R's? The 3 R's are reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reducing is simply creating less waste. For example, pack your lunch in lunchbox instead of a disposable bag. Second one is reuse. Reusing is taking old items that you might consider throwing away and finding a new use for them. For example, donate clothes that no longer fit to you. The third one is recycle. Recycling is changing old products into new ones so they can be resold. For example, set out bottles and cans are reprocessed into many new things. The next step to control air pollution is remember to carry paper bags and minimize using plastic bags. The next point is very important. Plant trees as much as possible. Trees absorb pollutant gases, filter the air, and provide shade that can reducing cooling cost. You should always remember all this control measure and follow it. Okay, children? Okay, auntie.
Auntie, why are the prices of diesel and petrol going up?
Do you know, children, all states have different taxation policies. So, the rates of petrol are different in each city. The prices of petrol and diesel going up because oil is not renewable resource.
Okay, Auntie, but what is renewable resource?
A renewable resource is a resource which can be used repeatedly and replaced naturally. Renewable energy never runs out. There are many common sources of renewable energy, including wind energy, which is power from the wind, hydropower, or power from water sources, solar panels, which collect sunlight and turn it into electricity, biomass energy, which is when something that was once alive is burned for energy, and geothermal energy is power from heat that comes from the earth. Non-renewable resources are natural resources that cannot be replaced after they are used. This means that they exist in a fixed amount on earth. Rock, minerals, metals, and fossil fuels such as petrol, coal, natural gas are non-renewable resources. Besides oil, minerals and metals such as gold, silver, copper are found deep inside the earth. Dear kids, it's very essential to save all these natural resources. Okay, auntie. Okay. Okay, children. It's already late. It's time to go home. Let me help you cross the road.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Dear kids, road safety is the protection and prevention of road accidents by using all the road safety measures. All vehicles must follow traffic rules and signals. Okay, auntie. What is that color board? That is not a color board. That is a traffic signal which has got 3 colored lights on it. The first color is red color. When you see red color, you have to stop your vehicles. The second color is yellow color. When you see yellow color, we have to slow down to stop the vehicles. The third color is green color. When you see green color, the vehicles have to go. Children, have you seen any road symbols? What does each symbol mean? Let me explain. Parking symbol. We can park vehicles here. We have to stop vehicle when we see stop symbol in the road. The symbol of a circle with a number in it is sign for the speed limit. For example, this sign shows the speed limit of 50 km. It means we should drive our vehicle at a speed of 50 km per hour. The next symbol is school ahead. This symbol is used in places where you could find schools. Driver needs to drive slowly on such roads. Do not park the vehicle where the no parking symbol is shown. Do not use horn where the no horn symbol is shown. The pedestrian crossing symbol. All the drivers should slow down their vehicles. The driver should wait for the people to cross the road. Use zebra crossing only when the vehicles are stopped. Use proper left or right turn indicators. Keep always left while driving or walking. Wear helmet while driving. And you must avoid phone calls while driving. Children, it is obligatory to follow these rules. You should also insist your parents to follow the traffic rules. Sure, Auntie. Sure. Surely we will follow your instructions and guidelines.
Thank you, Auntie. Bye.
We have learnt a lot of things in this lesson, which includes vehicles and their types, modes of transport, classification of roads, formation of fuels and their types, and fuels used for different vehicles. We have also learned the adverse effects in the usage of vehicles, effects of air pollution, steps to control air pollution, renewable and non-renewable resources, and finally, traffic signs and road safety rules. Not only learning this is important, but we must also apply it in our life.